What up, 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 YouTube? Welcome back to another major market breakdown. Get my mic extra nice and in position so I can be heard well. Okay. Welcome to the end of the year, y'all. We made it. We made it. Like for all the folks that were with us in the beginning of the year as we launched the course and then we started launching the algorithms. It's been a heck of a year. It's been a heck of a year. And we're topping it off by launching a prop firm. So let me come over here so I can give you guys a little bit of a look at what's going on here. So go over to our website here. Boom! Sparrow funding has been launched, and you guys can go check out the evaluations and our instant funded accounts. We have all types of different accounts, and our forex accounts offer forex, some of the cryptos, Nasdaq, U30, um, and gold and silver. So like our forex CFD accounts are inclusive of everything you're looking to trade. You dig what I'm saying? So go over to the site. You guys can find a link in the description. It's gonna this is the account I already made, but it's not gonna look exactly like this because I'm already into it inside of the dashboard. But when you go into it, you're gonna be able to go through and pick whatever challenges you guys want. So you guys can go on, register, then pick an account, or you can pick an account and it'll create your dashboard for you. So either way, you guys can get access now. Now I will say, I said this on I think Friday's live stream. We're not the cheapest, but that's because you'll never catch us having crazy reviews about our payouts. You dig what I'm saying? That's like my biggest my biggest goal about this is to be known as like one of, if not the most reputable brand. So that's why I did partner with one of, if not the most reputable tech partners, FBFX, in launching my prop firm. So haven't missed a payout in 6 years. Shouldn't be missing them now. So you guys can go ahead and get access to that now. Like I said, link is in the description. But let's get back over to the chart. Actually, let's take a look at the top setups for the week. Let me refresh this first just to make sure. It usually refreshes on its own, but I like to just be certain. All right, so gold is at the top with the +8 score. We don't have any +9s. I think did we? No, I think we ended last week. There wasn't any +9s anyway, or towards the end of last week there wasn't any +9. I think on my Wednesday live stream is when I first pointed out that there wasn't anything like super bullish. There's not anything super bearish, and that's because we're at the end of the year. Markets are moving a little bit on the tedious side. If you're gonna look to do any trading, it should be trade management. I'm probably not taking any new trades myself this week, but it's possible. I might end up getting more euro buys uh, because of how much I can foresee this dollar going higher in the short term. I can foresee them kind of putting out some either they're delaying bad data or putting out some inflated good data on in the U.S. And I mean like the NFP report wasn't super bad or anything like that. So this level here, let me make this a little bit smaller because I think we're actually gonna like push into this, uh-huh, and then likely reject off of it. Now I could be wrong there. We could drift back up towards this trend line up here, but just with depending on because I think somebody's supposed to speak this week. Let me see. Let's go over to Forex Factory real quick. because anytime the Fed comes out hawkish or dovish, that'll have an effect. And if I'm not mistaken, the next cut is kind of, they're kind of talking about pushing it off till like a little bit later in the year. Um, so if that's the case, then we could see more bullishness on the dollar here to the tune of drifting up towards this upward trend line. But I'd like to try my hand at a sell off of this general area here, and that essentially is just a buy on Euro USD or GBP USD or AUD USD. Let's take a look at our baby. I think I've actually closed out of EUR USD. Um, yeah, my stop loss and profit was actually this isn't the right chart. This is an old chart. Um, it's not taking me out. It's probably a window. No, no FXCM really. Yeah, most definitely FXCM. I set this entry up on Friday, I think. Um, I think I may want it just a little bit lower. I may want it just a little bit lower than that. Just revisiting, like a touch of this level here is nice for me. Um, but that only holds strong, if that only holds strong if U.S. doesn't drop like a bunch of good data this week or first week of the new year. Um, as long as it stays to the tune of what it's been, and it's like the economy's doing not terrible, right? The jobs market isn't terrible. It's not great historically or now. Inflation not as bad as we thought. Jobs market little worse than we thought. You know what I mean? So it gives them room to cut, but it's not forcing them to. You know what I mean? It's like they're no extremes are moving the hand of the Fed right now. It's small incremental, what I'm saying, factors that are kind of guiding the path of the Fed right now. Now, new Fed chair on the horizon. All three options. Um, I mean, they're not all like super less cut rates, but they're all on the cut rate side of things. So just getting a new Fed chair, coming up soon is likely gonna investors are gonna start trying to price that in. Markets are gonna be pricing that in. So the dollar is likely gonna have some downdrift, once we get closer and closer to that um, Fed chair replacing. Let's go back over here so I can show y'all this euro trade. So I'll be looking to get in around here on this level. I realized I was talking about the level before, but I was still showing you guys the Forex factory screen, but it's okay because I didn't talk about it too deeply. But this 1.1675 ish area, it might look a little bit different on your broker depending on what broker you have. But roughly this last swing high that was broken here with this run up, um, like there's oh man, what was that? Auto renew. I love it when they just take my money and I just forgot about it. You know what I'm saying? Subscriptions. But no, I definitely love to get a small entry here. I only want to really risk that entry to this one. You know what I mean? If it's going deeper than that, close it out and see it. It'll probably be seeking one of these levels here in that case scenario. So yeah, only risking back to that last entry. And I really hope you guys stay tapped into like the videos and the live sessions, because it's like for me it's like one long storyline. You dig what I'm saying? Like so like what I was talking about last week what I'm talking about right now is just an extension of what I was talking about last week. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to build up trades, build up entries, um, scale into one pair with like 3, 4, 5 entries at different levels on pullbacks and things like that. It's how I like to trade. So to get full context, you gotta stay tapped in. You dig what I'm saying? You gotta know what's going on. But I mean, that's why I'm also looking to bring on a few more creators. So right now we're three strong. Me, Jim, and Kevin. Kevin is a futures trader. He's crazy with it when he hops on live. If you trade futures, you need to hop on that live. Jim is the stock guy. He's giving out stock picks on the daily basis, and me covering the Forex CFD markets. So as we grow and expand, I'm gonna bring on more creators to more Forex traders, more futures traders, more stock traders, because the goal is to keep the channel live like all the time. So I'm taking this Christmas week off, but um, the following week we'll be starting 5 days a week. So we were doing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for the live show. Now we're going to 5 days a week. So we're gonna be here every day to keep y'all tapped in and understanding what's going on with the markets, which I don't think that like other prop firms are really doing for the community. You know what I'm saying? So whenever you get into our ecosystem, the goal is to be as successful as possible. So that's why like whenever you buy one of our challenges, you get my course for free. Now it is only $10, but you get it for free whenever you get one of our funded accounts. So if you were on the fence about that, you wanted to get a course, didn't know about it, if you were looking to get a funded account, well, you can get my course that, and I quote, used to be $500 completely for free whenever you get a funded account with us. All right. So let's go back and check out some more of these markets. So gold was getting the highest rating, and just like what we spoke on in the last video I dropped yesterday when I said where's gold going. Well, I dropped it yesterday, but it was recorded. It was recorded on Thursday, I believe. Yeah, and we were just kind of expecting gold to kind of just finish this little run up here, and then just um, push higher on these levels, and that's what we got. Gold does need to pull back, but I'm not calling a top. Okay, gold needs to cool down so folks can get in before tensions get high again. Okay, so like, but I'm not calling a top. I'm just chilling. My trade is just literally floating with my stop loss right up under this structure here. So we've just been kind of chilling in the trade, and once we kind of see market shift from here, then we can really actually start kind of creating some outlooks and predictions. Like the only thing I can really say is like it'll probably go up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's just sometimes you get into that limbo, and it kind of feels like the end of a trade, but sometimes it just goes up another leg. And if you really wanted to trade this, I would wait for a breakout to the upside, but we have to clear this. We have to clear this high. So like, if you really, really, really gotta trade, just FOMO. This is not financial advice. This is not financial advice. Okay. Y'all need to trade safely. Y'all need to trade smart. All right. I would love for price to come up here with like a really fat candle, like a long candle, like this candle, but placed right here. That kind of breakout, right? Then the next, you can go down to like maybe the 30 or the hourly, and likely receive a pullback to this area um, within a couple of pips. It, this level here, it's a short term resistance, but this is what's really holding price under right now. So once we break that, retest that, we could definitely pop a small entry. I'd only risk this area here. Anything lower than this is just, just take it as a L. Um, so price comes up, boom, boom, catch your entry there, risking about this much, and take the all-time highs. Real simple, real easy, and don't risk much, please. Just, we're what looks like to be at a top. Now, I'm not calling a top, but we're at a top. You know what I mean? So of course it is a risky, trade, but with everything going on, there's not much downwind for gold. You know what I mean? So um, um, the path of least resistance is to the upside. at least right now as it stands. And I didn't want to go into too much this week because I kind of wanted to. I'm looking at less things because my bot is trading so many things. So I don't really have to really look at too many things. So don't tend to want my audience to be too hyper focused on a crazy multitude of things. But let's take a look at AUD that we won this trade. I don't know why it looks like that. Um, I think I put my stop loss in private and then we were stopped out hard. Um, same thing with most of my EUR/USD entries, just stopped out. This area here, this box here that I had left down to kind of mark off this swing high that this broke. Price may be coming back to retest that, and if so, then it's a great opportunity to take this to the upside. You know what I mean? So I would love AU to bum that low, give us a tap here. I'll only risk probably this wick area here. So it'll look something like these. Oops, yeah, roughly, roughly something like this. Take it back to that high there. Yeah, I'd love AU to break this low, come down, and give us an opportunity to go ahead and get in for another leg up. Yeah, and then I have to because when you guys hop on your charts and you do your trading, right before you take a trade, you need to come over here and type it in EURUSD because the bird's eye tool is going to give you a momentum read, and that momentum read is the direction of the market. It's going to say incoming bullishness or incoming bearishness, and or neutral. And neutral just means you probably need to wait for your entry. All right, so this is free, 100% free, guys. You guys don't have to pay, you guys don't have to sign up. All you guys have to do is go to thebird'seyetool.com. Again, thebird'seyetool.com. One more time, thebird'seyetool.com. Don't go type in birdseyetool.com because it won't take you there. You have to type in the full thing, thebird'seyetool.com, and boom, you got like one of the most high level, accurate trading tools on the planet completely for free. All right, I love y'all. Make sure you're kind to somebody today. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.